What's up, EuroLeague family? Welcome back to EuroLeague and Friends. So we have many things to talk about, and today you're going to witness one of the greatest episodes. So my name is Deniz Aksoy. I'm talking to you from Istanbul, Turkey. And obviously you know that Istanbul is one of the biggest basketball hubs in the world. But now let me introduce you my guest. So let's go to Belgrade, Serbia. Let's go to Aleksandra Radivojevic. Alex, how are you? I'm very excited for you because the Serbian derby is around the corner.
That's right, Deniz. I am very well. And yes, we are thinking about the Serbian derby from the first round of every season until the very end of the season. So yes, I can feel it in the air. I can see it's coming.
All right, that's perfect. And let's go to Athens, Greece. Vasiliki, Karamouza, Kalimera, Vasiliki. How does your fantasy team look like? And now, are you, taking the great coaches in your league, in your team?
Oh, sometimes good, sometimes bad, sometimes losing, sometimes winning. But you know how these things goes. Kalimera to you too, Denise. I'm so happy to be back.
Me too. I'm very excited. And also, let's go to the land of joy, excitement, amazing food. Italy, Milano, Giulia, buongiorno. Come stai? And I hope, and I'm sure you look like that. You look healthy. You're not injured, right? Because Milan is, dealing with so many injured players, such a bad luck. But how are you?
Thank you for asking. I'm fine, except for the weather, because in Milan it's so cold. It's like, the Christmas weather, it's coming. I'm fine. Thank you. I got my Lucky Charms. Even my mom just keeps asking me that, are you okay? Everything's fine in Milan? Yes, everything's fine in here.
That's great. We say mashallah to you, to also all the healthy players in our league, in EuroLeague. We have so many things to talk about, as I mentioned before, but let's see our topics. We have hot topics to talk about. So first, let's start talking about Nigerian players in Belgrade and Serbia. And afterwards, we're going to talk about shorts for me, step up for Panathinaikos. And of course, the coolest jerseys in the league. But one of the biggest things for the upcoming month, the upcoming Serbian derby, the Belgrade derby in EuroLeague, and a lot more to cover in our show, EuroLeague and Friends. So, girls, are we ready to talk about these hot topics?
Yes, let's get it done.
Let's get it done. So let's start with our Nigerian friends. By the way, shout out to Nigeria. We love them. Now we have 4 players in Belgrade, and Chima Moneke, my former co-host in Final Four, Jordan Wara, the former player of Anadolu Efes. But now I think Alex, take the lead.
Oh my God, yeah. When you say Chima Moneke, you see him as a leader right now in Red Star jersey. And I'm not sure that was the plan of the team, neither the coach, but it's something that came natural, So yes, we can see him enjoying being on the court, leading the team not only in scoring, but also being the leader of the court. I'm not trying to make the captain role smaller, of course. Ognjen Dobric is there like for his whole life, and it's very important to have him in the roster. But Chima Moneke is doing something else, and I think everyone are able to see that. We can see him talking to the teammates on the bench. We can see him recording the vlogs, coming to the game, recording around Belgrade and talking to the kids and to the fans. And I think that's something that Zvezda didn't have for a long, long time. And I think the whole influence that he has on the team is very important. And speaking about Nigerian players also in Red Star right now, I think also that was not the plan, but it came up like this. And they're bringing athleticism, they're bringing energy as well, of course, on the court, which is the most important thing, but also outside the court. And I think that's amazing. That's something that you can see you're building during the season, and you can only be thankful for that as a coach.
I think that they can give more than 100% on the court, and what we are seeing now in EuroLeague is showing that bar. So I really shout out to all these Nigerian and African players coming even more to these leagues.
Yes, and I can feel like there is a secret connection between Nigerian people and Serbian Belgrade people. I saw that Tima Moneke said that he could end his career in Crvena Zvezda, Jordan Navora being there and doing like, yes, me too, I agree. And yeah, I think it's crazy mix of cultures, not only in basketball terms.
And I want to ask to our Serbian friends, our Serbian audience, what do you think? You think they will end their career in Belgrade? Please write your comments.
Let's see what they think.
Yes, exactly. Let's go to Athens, Alex. Let's see our friend Vasiliki, because she's attending so many Panathinaikos games, so many Olympiacos games, but also she's witnessing the rebuilding of Panathinaikos, the Manimal.
Yeah, the Manimal arrived in Panathinaikos. Image turned around completely. It turns out that it's really hard to play basketball without having a center in your lineup. So
tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. Tell me.
You both know a little bit of that because of FS and because of our money. But now the Manimal is here, and also TJ Short started feeling better inside the team. He has more of the ball in his hands. Also, Slukas has been playing amazingly. And for Farid to come to a team that has Slukas and Shorts and Nan who can constantly feed him, it's a blessing. And I think that's what's very distinctive about his previous stint in the league, CSKA Moscow. I don't think that nobody expected from him to come here 5 years later after playing in Mexico, Puerto Rico, Taiwan, Italy, and be this dominant. Did you see that poster against Tavares? I mean,
yeah.
What?
I mean,
like that was different. That was different. I think he built different, but also there's another name, Matthias Lesort, that might come back soon. And imagine they played together, girls. How it's going to look like when they play together? I mean, what are we going to see from Panathinaikos? TJ Schwartz, Kendrick Nunn, Kostas Foukas. I mean, they're number 4s, and these two big guys.
I'm not sure if we are going to see Lesor soon back. I hope we will, but it's a bit undecisive at the moment. Coach Adaman said he might need to do another surgery, but will be very, very sad to happen because he will miss the second season in a row. But I hope he will be back healthy soon, because that would be definitely a scary duo at the center position.
Give us some insiders. When Matthias Lesort comes to Arena Oaka, how does he look like? How is emotional part of him? I want to hear from you, Vasiliki, because we can't see it. I mean, EuroLeague is giving so many social platforms contents, but also I'm always curious about Matthias Lesort. How is he doing over there?
He seems fine. He's always in good spirits. He's very supportive of his teammates, but it's very clear that he misses being on the court and receiving that energy from the fans, which still love him, adore him, and support him whenever they have the chance. Like even when he's at the bench, next to the bench, with his plain clothes, people are singing his name in Oaka, and it's very nice. But players want to play. It's very, very draining emotionally when you be around the court and you can't step on it to play and help your team.
I'm inviting Matthias Lesor to our show, girls.
Yes.
I'm inviting him right now. Matthias, please join us in our next episode. We invited also Nadir Hifi. Maybe he will come as well. We will be like a group, it's going to be like a group chat in our living room, talking, taking our teas in our hands and then just talking about basketball, what's going on in this league.
And I know, but since Nadir Hifi loves to come to Belgrade not only to play, but also to watch basketball, I actually invite you girls and Nadir Hifi to come to Belgrade to be my guests.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'll take the food.
Okay, we have a deal.
Okay, can we do like this? Let's go first to Athens from Istanbul. Let's start from Istanbul. Istanbul, Athens, Belgrade, Belgrade, Milano.
Yeah, we have a deal.
Yeah. You should come in here during springtime because it's better for you all. So for me, it's okay.
Okay, now it's hot in Athens. Also, it's hot with two teams, Olympiacos and Panathinaikos. And as we talked, Panathinaikos built this team and they're all also rebuilding this team. TJ Shorts is playing really well. We're seeing a different version of TJ Shorts with the same performance as he was on the court with Paris jersey last year. But now he's also adding more stuff up to his style. And probably they're the top candidate. What do you think?
I want to hear the girls first.
Giulia,
Go first.
do you agree with me? I'm asking to Giulia, Alex, and Vasiliki, and to all the fans. Do you agree with me? Do you think Panathinaikos will be in the Final Four in Oaxaca?
Yes. Yes, I think that Panathinaikos will be at the Final Four in Oaxaca. I do agree with you.
Oh, short, very short answer. But I like
think
it.
that
It's
too.
so clear.
Yeah, but I also, what is new to me is to see Ergin Ataman rebuilding the team during the season. It's not that we saw that from him so many times in his career. So yes, I'm looking forward to see how he's going to handle everything. But yeah, I can make a bet that he's gonna be in Oaxaca playing the Final Four.
Vasiliki, before you answer,
Yeah.
we also witnessed from a press conference from Ergin Ataman's own words that he said, well, EuroLeague has the best cities in basketball.
Yeah.
So do you agree with that?
Of course, I agree with that. But he also praised the Greek journalists. No offense to you girls. I think you're doing an amazing job. But here we live and breathe for basketball, especially the last few years, because both Panathinaikos and Olympiacos has been doing so great. They are constantly in the Final Fours, fighting for the title. So, the interest is at the maximum. So we work a lot. And I think coaches understand that. And we have the best cities. And the fact that the Final Four is happening here, I think, will help a lot for Panathinaikos' chances to be there.
Mm-hmm. I want to see two of the Turkish teams in Oaxaca playing as well in the Final Four.
Do you imagine if it's two Greek and two Turkish teams?
No, I don't. I
do.
So come on, it's just 8 teams. We are in 4, and we all got 2 teams for our country. So let's be fair. 1 team for each of us.
Yeah, Giulia, that's right.
Can you choose between the 2 teams of your country? Because I can't.
No, I can't. I can't, and I cannot do it.
Please do, Giulia. Please do. I mean, girls, we have each of us, we have 2 teams in EuroLeague. So it means that we have 8 teams. But the 9th team that we can take, it's where Nadir Hifi is playing. It's Paris. Hold on. First of all, let me ask this question first. Have you seen Valencia-Paris game, the ending?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
That was crazy.
That was crazy. Can we call it the Paris spirit?
Yes.
Yeah, of course, absolutely. Having a 11-0 run at the very end of the game against Valencia, it was crazy, really. And I want to know the amount of the people that used to watch that game on the television. I would love to have that data, to be honest.
But the Paris spirit has also coaching spirit. We're seeing what's happening in Portland, what's happening in Memphis. And at the same time, these guys, the Paris players, they're really fast. As we said, 11-0. They have one of the best pace in the league. So what do you think also? Do you agree with me?
Yes, I do agree with you. Sorry, girls, if I'm speaking as first, but the coach is Italian at the moment. So
yeah,
I can say something for a while. I got the chance to spoke to Francesco Tabellini a few days ago, actually, when he went to Milan. And I was asking about the pace. I was there like, how can you keep this pace with so many double rounds, with so many games and playing like that? Because, it's physically hard. I wouldn't want to say impossible, but hard. And he said that he's not the players that have to adapt to the coach, but it's the coach that has to adapt to a system. That's what Paris is, the system. They decided, obviously, to go from Isalo to Splitter and then to Tabellini because these are the coaches that can adapt to a new kind of system. And this is what we are saying probably from last year when Paris came to the EuroLeague. This is the system, and this is probably the winning system, or not winning, but one of the best that we are seeing and experiencing right now in the league, in my opinion. Do you agree with that?
I agree with you, Giulia.
Totally. Yep.
And I'm sure that Nadir Hifi is agreeing with you, but I want to hear him agreeing with your words in our show. Nadir Hifi, come to our show, please. We're waiting for you.
We have been talking about you every episode. You need to come.
Yeah, you need to come. We're mentioning you all the time. Every single episode, we're talking about Nadir Hifi. And to all the basketball fans, please write in the comments, Nadir, come to the EuroLeague Friends. Come to the EuroLeague Friends. And girls, I also want to underline this 3-pointer, the game winner basket from Will Clyburn. Can we clap? Please?
Yes.
Just
Yeah,
clap
for a moment.
for Will for a moment. That's appreciation. Alex, were you in that game?
Yeah, I was there. I was watching the game, and to be honest, it doesn't look like it was a plan. Like, neither for the team, neither for Will Clyburn. I'm not sure that I'm right. I would love to hear them as well. But it's something that only Will Clyburn can bring to the court. Do you agree with me?
Can I go on the comments and write my own thoughts with my, with the keyboard and
It's easier, yeah.
You can write as I do, but that also Kendrick Nunn, Vasiliki, you were not there, I'm sure.
No, yeah, maybe Giulia was there.
Maybe Giulia
No, it wasn't.
That 3-pointer by Kendrick Nunn, that game finisher. How was that? How do you describe that?
It's not the first time that Kendrick does win a game at the buzzer, the final buzzer. And I think that's the most pleasing thing for a player to accomplish, like winning the game while the buzzer is hearing on the court, because then there's silence. Everybody in the crowd is like, what did just happen?
I still remember Vasilija Micic in the semifinals.
I was there.
I was there too.
Yeah,
we were all there. Yeah.
That thing.
I wasn't there, but please take me there with your comments.
That was incredible. That was like an outstanding shot by Vasilija. I was about to say Vasiliki.
No.
It's close. Vasilija Micic. But also shout out to our girl, Shani Blatz.
Yeah.
Brother Tamir Blat for that 3-pointer against Real Madrid. What was that, Tamir? We want to also hear from you. Can you send us a video to our show that we can also see and hear from your own words how it felt, that buzzer beater?
Yeah, I would love to read that and to see that video. For me, it was like 3-point shot at the end of the game from the books. That's why I told that about Will Clyburn 3-point shot, because if you compare two of those 3-point shots or the Kendrick Nunn's one, you can see that maybe Tamir's one or Kendrick one was like drove, in before in a timeout. But the Will Clyburn shot, it was pretty funny to me to watch. But yeah, it's something that he brings to the court. And about Tamir Blat, shout out to him. I mean, playing that game against Real Madrid, in a gym that it's not yours,
right.
Maybe they are feeling like they're at home in Belgrade, but still, it's different to play here. And yeah, shout out to him, and also shout out to Shani. She's in Belgrade very often watching him, but she wasn't on that game.
It feels like
that
Maccabi has something personal against Real. Last year it was Saban Lee who had the buzzer beater against Real as well.
Yeah, I was on that game too. Yeah, I remember.
It's a tradition now.
It is. It sounds like a tradition, but since we are talking about it now, I don't know what the Real Madrid fans will think about it. Let's see in the comments.
Let's see in the comments, and let's go to Milan. I'm doing like a Europe tour. I'm going to Belgrade, I'm going to Athens, I'm going to now Paris, and now Milan. 4 wins in a row. Giulia, congratulazioni. That's
Grazie.
Yes.
I did my best, yes.
One was against Anadolu Efes. I wanted to avoid that, but I have to talk about that as well. Bolmaro and Queen Ellis. I also interviewed him, both of them. Great personalities, also on the court and off the court. Shout out to Milano. Dimmi, tell me, what do you think about Milano?
Well, actually, you should tell me what do you think about the game against Efes, because it's a weird thing. No, come on. Now it's my turn. That was my turn. Well, yes, Queen Ellis is probably the best addition that Milan could have had this year. I saw, probably you even saw him playing last year in Trento, but I'm honest, I would never expect him to play in this way in the first part of his first year in EuroLeague. It's obviously a great player and everyone can say it, but he's so young. So, probably it's his first steps in the league. So we just could have waited a little bit more, but it's not his case. It's something special, as you said, in and off the court. I remember that I interviewed him before the season started, and he was playing with the kids. We were in Bormio during a basketball camp, and he was there, and I was like, Queen, do you know that you have to do every time interviews in the halftime and in the post game if you are going to be like the best player? And he was like, no, I won't be that kind of player, it's just the first season, let's be quiet. No, let's be quiet at all, because you're playing like that. And yes, as you said, is a very nice guy. And even Leandro Bolmaro, last year we couldn't see him so often because he got injured, as most of the people in Milan, except of me. But he's a very nice guy. He's a very handsome guy. So I think that they too, and everybody into the team this year has a different connection. There's a different atmosphere, and they're playing so good together. I know that the start of the season weren't, like this moment, but I think that from that moment on, we can expect something different, a different Olympia Milan too. That's what I'm hoping, because Hapoel is coming. But that's the main point of it all. I'm really happy to see this team, as I'm really happy to see Virtus Bologna in a home soil in this moment. But
oh, girl, when you mentioned Olympia Milano first and Virtus Bologna afterwards, of course those games are coming to my mind, and one of them was, I was holding my breath and I was there. I was about to interview. I'm imagining interviewing my team on Adolefes. But right after those two overtimes, I'm like, no way. PJ Dozier with that performance. Oh God. Okay, but shout out to Milano with Queen Ellis and with Bolmaro and Shawan Shields. If I were a coach, I would definitely sign Shawan Shields to my team. Do you agree with me? Asking to all the fans, do you agree with me? Shawan Shields, I think, is one of the best, and I can also say that underrated players in EuroLeague.
Underrated?
Oh yeah, he is underrated. Yep. Oh yep, he's underrated. Shawan Shields is an underrated player, like Alpha Diallo. I'm sorry, he is.
No, or like, you don't have to be sorry.
No, because you're like underrated. Yeah.
Yes, because probably I have the Italian perception of that, and he's not underrated. In Italy, he's like the go-to guy that every team wants to have in our Serie A. So I'm thinking, why people from outside Italy just think that he's underrated if everyone wanted him in Italy?
But for example, we also, I agree with you, but also when we talk about Devon Hall in Turkey, he's one of the best players in Turkey, but he's also underrated. I think those two different things. National League and the EuroLeague is different, because EuroLeague is bigger and EuroLeague has more and many players, different nationalities, different cultures. So that's why we call them underrated. But I'm also curious, you brought a very good topic, Giulia. I'm also asking to our fans and to our audience, how do you describe underrated in EuroLeague? Who is an underrated player? Please write your comments. And when I also talk about underrated players, I want to go again back to Serbia, but I want to go to the locker room of Partizan. I want to hear from you. When Željko Obradović said, right after the Asvel game, when they lost, players were on the phone.
Yeah, players are on the phone, hanging on the phone before the game. And he was like, assuming that has an impact or influence on their performances, on their game, on something that they are doing on the court as well. But I don't know what the fans are thinking about that. For me, to be honest, those kind of things should not have impact at all to something that they're like doing for the whole day. They're practicing, they're going to the games. They should be focused enough to play a game on a right way. It doesn't matter if you lose or win at the end of the day. So yeah, I could not agree completely with Željko. When it comes to basketball, Željko is number one, of course. But when it comes to hanging on their phones, I think, we can take from there. I mean, like, we have so many different players right now. And when I say players, I am not thinking about basketball at all. I think about their personalities. Many other guys that want to record something to show the other side of the basketball. Playing basketball professionally in Europe is something different. And I think those kind of things can be very helpful to some young generations. I saw two kids a few days ago coming back from school, sharing the headphones and watching Tima Moneke's vlog on YouTube. So can you imagine growing up with that? Maybe they're going to basketball practices, maybe not, but they will hear something and learn something new. So hanging on your phones, I just hang on my phone before we started to record this podcast. I know how unprofessional that can sound, but I'm so sorry, that's life. And Giulia also mentioned before that it's not always about players adapting to the system, to the club, to the president, to the coach. It's a little bit about coaches adapting to new style of life.
And also coaches are adapting the new ways, which also has in the system mic'd up jerseys. Mic'd up players. I love it. And Shane Larkin was mic'd up. So have you seen that video?
That's Istanbul. Man, let's set the tone early. Oh! Set the tone early. Hit first. Be the more aggressive team for all 40 minutes. FS on 3. Big, huge. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, double side. There's one. That's one.
It was a great video, that mic'd up video of Shane Larkin. It's incredible. I mean, I like seeing those things because I don't know what's happening over there. Even if I'm the reporter of that game, I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know how Shane Larkin's personality is on the court. Meanwhile, he plays in 40 minutes. So it's different. Also, it's good to witness those things, the getting mic'd up. It makes me feel happy to hear the players, shoot, give me the ball, and those kind of things. So what do you think?
It's completely new. And it's also something that usually you need your phone to see that. So,
right.
Yeah.
Yes. I remember, Deniz, that when I traveled with Virtus Bologna, there was the fans of Virtus Bologna telling me, why you're not asking why Carson Edwards is speaking with the ball? And it's obviously something that I cannot ask to Carson Edwards. And Carson, if you're listening to that, I will never ask you something like that. But it would be cool to see him mic'd up and see and listening and hearing if he's really speaking with the ball or what he's really saying.
Deniz's favorite player is also doing that.
My favorite players?
Alperen. He's talking to the ball before free throws.
Oh, yeah. I thought that mic'd up. I plan on mic'd up in EuroLeague. I'm like, well, that day will come, but that's not the case. What I want to ask to our fans, to the EuroLeague fans, guys, please tell us which jersey, which player you want to see getting mic'd up. Maybe your wish will come true.
Yeah, let's hear the fans. Let's hear the fans. And that would be something completely new.
Also, the game, we're talking about EuroLeague, the game and our social media, in every social media platforms, YouTube, X, Instagram, we are putting so many contents. Girls, sometimes I'm struggling to follow, what's happening. Okay. Oh, okay. That one. Oh, that one. So, girls, do you know that most viewed posts on EuroLeague social media?
Maybe it was the poster dunk that Manuel did over Tavares.
Really? I agree. I think so. I think I agree with you, Vasiliki. I think that one was the most viewed, no? Or maybe our show. Or maybe
I will go for our show.
I will go for our show.
Maybe it was a clip with Coach Adaman, and if we agree he's the best coach the last 10 years.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe.
maybe that one was our. Maybe the Serbia. I think it's going to be next month. It's going to be the Serbian derby. No, Alex.
Yeah, of course. And Serbian derby can always beat that number that we already got. But it's also something that we are looking forward to see and to improve more. So that's a kind of a tradition for us, to beat the record from the previous month, and that's what we do every day.
Do you remember last year we invited Shaquille O'Neal to the Belgrade derby, and he said he would come.
Is he
Imagine how that video would blow up on the social media.
I want to see what is going on with that. So is someone there working on that to bring Shaquille O'Neal in Belgrade? Because if the answer is yes, I want to be there.
Zach, are you coming or not? Give us an answer, Zach.
If he's coming, then we should go as well.
Of course.
Totally.
Okay, please let's make that happen, and then we can also wear some of the. Well, we can't wear the jerseys, the EuroLeague jerseys in the Serbian derby. No, what I'm saying, no.
You can try. You can try.
I will not try. Don't worry about it. I will never try. I will have my jerseys in my house. I can wear it whenever I want. And let's talk about the coolest jerseys, and then we will jump to the topic of Serbian derby later. But the coolest jerseys, for my own opinion, I choose the turquoise Fenerbahce Beko jersey. And
we were sure.
Of
we
course.
had no doubt.
But also, I can also pick the Anadolu Efes 50th year special jersey as well. But which one is the coolest one? I'm asking to you all.
My favorite one is Baskonia, but the third one, like the third version of the jersey for this season, it's a blue one with different shades of blue.
Green and blue.
Green and blue. Yeah. And I love that jersey. It's something so new. And if someone from Spain and from people from the EuroLeague are listening to me, please find a way to bring me one to Belgrade. Thank you.
What about you, Vasiliki?
Oh, I like the blue one, the third kid of Real Madrid, even though I like more when they're wearing Louis Vuitton things when they're traveling abroad.
Yep.
Definitely. I now also like the third one of Olympiacos, the black one with a very thin red stripe, because it reminds me of the Chicago Bulls, retro one. So I think these two.
I'll go classical. I'll go with Valencia. I bought one when I went in Valencia. I won that one. I love orange. I think that orange is my color of the year. You know that there are the standings for the colors of the years, and my year, my 2025, is totally orange, maybe glittering one, but Valencia has no glitter. But I really like that one. I really like that. So I voted one, and I don't have it here, but I'll show you later.
Fans, do you agree with Giulia? Do you agree with Alex? Do you agree with Vasiliki? And do you agree with me? Which jersey do you find the coolest jersey in EuroLeague? Please write in the comments. So, and before jumping to the topic of Serbian derby, I want to shout out to Mike James and shout out to Alex. From what we see now, behind of Alex, there's a Mike James jersey that he gave to all the EuroLeague and Friends girls as a gift, that jersey. And thank you, Mike, and good luck this season with Vasilis Spanoulis with Monaco. And Vasilis Spanoulis, that expression, Vasiliki.
I mean, it's priceless, because he obviously understood what the public was saying, and he was like, "What?"
that was a trending thing. Yes, that was a good one. Vasiliki,
I love it when the coaches break character for a moment, because we don't usually see that happen. They're always very laser focused on the game, but when those things happen, it's the best thing.
He always has some jokes. Yeah. And he's very nice. I think he's one of the funniest coach in the EuroLeague. No? Do you agree with me?
Yeah, sometimes his press conferences are really good ones.
Yeah. And since we're mentioning about the funny and funniest, I name Sergio Yu as the funniest player in the league. Have you seen what happened with Abrines?
I loved it. I loved it. Totally loved it.
I'm laughing because of the photo bomb. I mean, I love it. I really love it.
And most people don't know it wasn't as spontaneous as it looked, because it was pre-decided that he will jump into the photo and join because, like, they were all teammates in the national team. So it was a very cool moment, even though the fans didn't really love it and boo at him a little bit. But it was everything pre-decided. So nobody was surprised at the photo session.
Can I say one thing? Obviously, it was funny because of the whole situation and all the kind of scenes that we didn't know. But that that video, bring me a tear because of all the players that were there and all that national team all together. I'm not Spanish, so I don't know what does it mean, but they were like the best players in the league. So it was very emotional for me to get that video.
Yeah, and it reminds me a little bit how old we are. So yeah.
Don't say that.
We're not old.
What are you talking? Shout out to Spain. Shout out to Spanish teams and Spanish national team. Also, it gives me joy and excitement to watch Valencia, Baskonia, Barcelona, Real Madrid this season. But what gives me the excitement the most is upcoming Serbian derby. Girls, just one question, and we're gonna wrap up. But who's gonna win?
Oh my God.
I can't help but ask.
I know. I always speak first about Serbian derby, and I know that's logical. But now I want to hear you first. So
Okay.
I'm listening.
Vasiliki, go.
Okay, I'm the one. Okay. Given the current form, the logical answer would be to say Red Star would win the game. But those things are always unpredictable and maybe shift changers for the season. So if Partizan manages to get a win with how they have been performing in their ups and downs, it will be amazing for them. I don't know. I think it will be a very close one, but I will go with the unpredicted. Given the current form, I'll go with Partizan.
I go with Partizan as well.
Okay.
Yes. Shout
So
out
I'm
to
gonna change.
Obradovic family.
So I'm gonna change. I will say Red Star, just to be, to create something between us.
Drama.
And Alex.
Yeah. Well, let's go 2-2. So I will say Red Star as well. So yeah.
All right. And now it's your turn, guys. Fans, who is going to win the Serbian derby? Please, let's read your comments. Let's read your predictions about the Serbian derby. And it's a wrap-up time, girls. Thank you so much. And I will see you next month again, right?
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Alex. Okay. Be safe. Be healthy. Come to Istanbul if you can. If I can come to Belgrade, Athens, Milan. We should also meet up.
Yeah, we should.
But actually, you said that in Milan something is going wrong, so don't come right now in Milan.
Please don't forget to like, subscribe. Of course, over here, please bring and write down your comments, your predictions, your thoughts, your opinions, and see you on our next show. Take care. Goodbye.